Yo, what's good? It's your boy Big Steve, and welcome back to the motherfucking Haze and Blue, where we smoke and talk Michigan football. So let's get into it. So Michigan took an L to the suck ass at the big house, 27-9. And the game, me personally, I'm proud of them. The score or the outcome of the game really don't paint the bigger picture for Michigan for me. Unlike most fans who's been just piling on the Sherrod Moore, the overhyped quarterback, all that bullshit. Yo, salute to Sherrod Moore. Um, I was pissed off myself, but after rewatching the game, um, he's a freshman. Bryce Underwood is a freshman. Relax. I know we got spoiled winning 4 years in a row. It had to come to an end. Sure, I would like it to went on for 8, 10, 20 years. But we went into a situation where a lot of fucking players were hurt. A lot of Justin Hayes, Jordan Marshall, that's two of the top running backs in the conference. Damn year before they got hurt was in the nation. So I was pissed off as a motherfucker at Sherrod Moore, but salute to you. You have earned another year or so to really get this shit turned around. A lot of people, we had a weak schedule, blah, blah, blah. The three hard teams we supposed to, no, the three hardest teams we lost to. What the fuck are y'all saying? Nobody, 2, 3 years ago, nobody was saying Indiana was going to be undefeated. So since they not on our schedule, we should make an issue of that. We didn't play Penn State. It was a couple years we didn't play Penn State. We didn't play Oregon. It's 30 fucking teams in the Big Ten. Just because these teams are good now and they wasn't on our schedule, that's not our fucking fault. You play your fucking schedule. Michigan is a 9-3 team. A 9-3 team that lost a lot of weapons due to injuries. A lot of fucking weapons due to injuries. So I'm not going to be like most of these bitch ass fans. Oh, Bryce Underwood looked like a JV player. No, he looked like a freshman. Everybody's not going to be Lawrence Trevor or this or that. Different situations. If Lawrence Trevor lost Trevor Etienne going to that damn game, you think it'd have been different outcome? Most likely, yeah. So injury, Max Bredesen, he's going to be playing on Sundays. He's a fullback that a lot of coaches would love to have. And you lose him the week before the game, that's a big fucking difference. And to come out running the ball, Jordan Marshall averaging 7 yards a carry before he gets hurt. So salute to them boys, man. Salute to them boys. Just to start off, I believe that this game was similar to last year's game. The only difference was Ryan Day made a decision that we're going to take touchdowns over field goals. His kicker missed 2 field goals last year. We was able to stay in that game playing the same way we did this year. With a team that had first-round picks on it. Ryan Day grew some balls and said, I'm going for it. Sherrod Moore, you in that same position. After Michigan get the interception, you're playing with the church's money now. You get down there. I rewatched the game. Things are a little different now. You get down there. The pass to McCauley, the back fade pass, I didn't understand. Which McCauley, You got to do a better job of getting these damn DBs off of you, bro. I noticed that throughout not just throughout the game, but throughout the season. You are a big target. You catch everything that come your way, but you struggle to get off the line of scrimmage when you're getting pressed up. And a lot of time, let's go throw off the timing when you're getting passes from a freshman quarterback. It was that end zone play. You got to push that DB into the fucking end zone, bro. I'd rather you get an offensive pass interference. When you watch Jeremiah Smith last year, when he damn near pushed the damn DBs into the end zone in that game. You gotta be tougher. I noticed you last year, so it's too late to say that. But if you're gonna play at the next level, you're gonna have to get more physical at the line of scrimmage. So the offensive play calling wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It just one coach made the decision that I'm going to take touchdowns over field goals. That's what's the only difference in this game. And when you add in the fact, Justice Hayes up for Heisman after week 6, he's one of the candidates for Heisman, gets hurt. Jordan Marshall, he comes in, damn near leading the Big Ten in rushing yards. He gets hurt. And you right in there. The defense made 2 big mistakes today. Well, yesterday, 2 big mistakes. Zeke Berry, you wanted it to be about you. I love that you took it upon yourself to go at Jeremiah Love. And when you break it down, nobody has played better against him than Michigan. You go look at the stats, the way he did Oregon last year, Tennessee. The 2 games he played against Michigan, yes, he has 2 touchdowns, but we only gave up 1 big play. Zeke Berry, you got to know you got help over top in the middle, and you got help underneath. Metcalf dropped right in front of Smith on the comeback. You just took it upon yourself to say, I'm finna make a big play. I'm finna jump this motherfucker, and you paid for it. You paid for it. You had a great breakup that first quarter. So I'm not going to get on here and bash you. You just decided to make a play for yourself instead of the team. And yeah, it was controversial. Was it a touchback or a touchdown? But you decided to make a play for yourself instead of the team. And nobody's bigger than the team. So, and then the second the Tate touchdown, it was just miscommunication in the back in the secondary. So, looking at this team, your injuries, you're young, and you're 2 big plays on defense for having a winning a game where nobody played Ohio like we did. We made Ryan Day change up his game plan. Even Bo Jackson having 117 yards, 22 carries, 5.3. That's a game we would normally win. Injuries hit us. We got to get better in the weight room as far as health and conditioning, with these injuries. But for people to come on here and blast Sherrod Moore and this team, it's bullshit. I know we got spoiled, but let's take that motherfucking L, move on. We have a young fucking team. It was some players out there in the secondary. I'm like, who the fuck is number 13? The corner. I don't know if Zeke Berry got hurt, but out of nowhere, Tate get a comeback on number 13. I'm like, who the fuck is number 13? But we had a lot of young players out there went against the top team in the nation, and we drug them through the waters. So the game was a lot closer than people think. So, um, saying 19 for let's share this. Let's check out these stats. Like I say, it was 19 for 26, 233 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Like I say, similar to last year. The only difference was the 2 big mistakes we gave up were touchdowns for over 50 yards. The 2 big mistakes. And the defense, their whole first half, they was locked in. But we had 2 big mistakes that cost us. Bo Jackson, 22 carries, 117 yards. If you know Ohio's history, that didn't look like an Ohio type running game. We didn't give up no big runs. You go back and look at the Beanie Wells, Ezekiel Elliott's, the Hyde. We always gave up big runs. Our linebackers, Jimmy Roder, hopefully that dude has one more year because he's a motherfucking beast. I'm not sure what happened to the Hassan, the Nebraska transfer from a couple years ago, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out soon. But Jimmy Roder balled his ass off this game. Gave up the long pass down the middle to the tight end, which I don't know why you blitz Sullivan and have Roder drop back in coverage. Clearly, Jimmy Roder's your banger. The same way Ohio took advantage of Max Bredesen being gone to the point where you're going to put number 42 back there and trying to block an All-American edge rusher one-on-one. That's not Max Bredesen. And a holding penalty was called. You blitz Sullivan and drop Jimmy Roder in coverage, give up a major third down conversion. That was the only mistake that the linebackers made that game. But outside of that, Jimmy Roder balled his ass off. So, yes, we gave up 4 yards a carry. Michigan averaged 4.2 yards a carry. That's with basically 2 running backs out. You know, Jordan Marshall, 7 carries, 61 yards. Man, so let's take in consideration of that. Injuries, young freshman quarterback. He's going to get better. He's going to get better. You know, so we need to go no inside pass rush. That's what we need to attack the portal. People saying we need to go get receivers. No, we need to put all our resources on get a fucking D tackle. Sorry, Trap Money Benny, Payne, Trey Williams. Salute to y'all, but we need somebody who's going to make a difference in that middle. You know, we basically, that was a difference on defense. You know, the secondary, 2 mistakes, but the secondary and the linebackers was balling their ass off. So I don't think we had 1 sack. No, we didn't have 1 sack. And only 4 tackles for loss. Shit, I think Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant had 4 tackles each for loss last year. That's the difference. We was young. Like I said, there's a reason. To be honest, once again, no disrespect to Trap Money Benny, but there's a reason a lot of these niggas are 5-year players on that defensive line. If you have guys who came there after you and got drafted before you and you still there, There's a reason. So Sherrod Moore, salute to you. You put something together. I'm proud of this season. If we can go out, we got some young players. Let's go get. We don't really got too many players that's saying we getting ready for the NFL. Let's go win this damn bowl game, finish the season 10-3, and capitalize off this shit. We got some young pieces coming back. Secondary should be a lot better. Um, Linebacker core should be a lot better. Nose tackle, D tackles, that's what we need to really, really look into the portal for. If we go spend money, let's spend money on that. Lane Kiffin's going to LSU. Let's go see, can we spend some money on some of those Ole Miss D tackles? Because clearly, I don't think we got some young. I don't think we got some young edge rushers probably, but I don't really see nobody on this team that I'm gonna look at and just say, yeah, this dude's gonna be a beast next year on that defensive line. You know, Jimmy Roller, 12 tackles, 6 solos, a tackle and a half for loss. He balled his ass off. TJ Metcalf, he had an all right season. Hopefully he can come back. Braden Hillman, not bad. Would love to have him back, but he got to get faster in coverage. He look like he runs in mud. No disrespect. Cole Sullivan got to gain some weight. Anytime is a one-on-one with a linebacker and a running back. If you're not forcing this motherfucker to get a holding call, you're not made to be a Big Ten linebacker. Jimmy Roller's a Big Ten linebacker. Let's see what year he's in. Shit, Jimmy Roller. I know he's gonna be a senior, but I think he have one more year left. He's a senior. I'm pretty sure that 2022 season could have been a red shirt. Maybe even that 23 season. Jimmy Roller come back. Cole Sullivan gained some fucking weight, some muscle. You know, get some young linebackers develop. I'm okay with that, but what I'm not okay with is that interior D line. We need to get a fucking pass rush. So I'll say, man, overall, the difference makers was one coach decided that we're going to go for touchdowns. We're not going for field goals. That was the difference in the game, period. You know, Bryce Underwood, couple mistakes. The first possession after halftime, defense comes out, get the stop. Offense is looking good. You have a 3rd and 10. Ain't no fucking way in the hell that, oh my God. Freshman, I'm going to relax. I'm going to fucking relax. But at the end of the day, that's a play I know you wish you can have back. So, not going to dwell on it. You know, this L, we got to hold this motherfucker for 364 more days. Not going to bitch about it. We're going to appreciate that we have a young team. You know, Chip Lindsey didn't call a bad game, being that we was down tight ends, fullbacks, you know, young receiving core. We're going to be fine. We're not going to bitch. We're not going to, we take this motherfucking L, move on, probably play in the Citrus Bowl. Get that, you're 10-3. 10-3. You have a freshman quarterback. You have some running backs that was injury. Hopefully, we can keep the recruits of the top running back supposed to come here next year. And let's build on this opportunity we have. Bryce Young. These young dudes be on social media, man. Let's not be the fan base. Oh, Bryce Young looked like he was a JV fucking player. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? You look around the country and see how many freshmen you know that did that for their team. Let's see how many freshman quarterbacks have a fucking hopefully 10-3 record and hopefully with a top 25 finish. So Bryce Underwood, salute to you, big dog. Got a lot to work on. I'm pretty excited to see about next year. That's why I decided to do this video, man, because I'm pretty excited to see how this team look next year. Sherrod Moore, you earned that opportunity to have next year. Wink Mendel, I don't know. You know, people forget we lost our D-line coach right before the season start, which means a lot. So, Bryce Underwood didn't have the season he probably wish he would have had, but 2,200 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Fuck it. He's a freshman. He gonna be all right. Receiving core, we gonna be all right. Shit. We gotta understand, man. This dude's a fucking freshman. He just turned 18 this year. People keep bringing up, oh, he said you never saw a freshman like him. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he still has the opportunity to prove that. He didn't fucking say you never saw a freshman season like this. Shit, he lost 2 of his running backs. Come on now. Tight ends, fullbacks. Come on. So the game was a lot closer than most people believe it was. The difference was no inside pass rush. Mason Graham ain't coming back to that door no time soon. Neither is fucking Kenneth Grant. Matter of fact, let's fucking take a look at our defense. Because we're going to really have to lock the fuck in. Yeah, I don't see any freshman or sophomore on this D-line that I'm excited for Nate Marshall on the edge. Like I said, we got some pass rushers. Some young pass rushers, but him, Nichols. But there's no D-line here. I think Dominique Nichols got a chance to be a great Michigan edge rusher. Just got to be patient. Trey Pierce is not it. I'm sorry. He's a junior. I don't know if he's a true junior, but we're going to definitely have to go into the motherfucking portal and load the fuck up because we don't have no interior D lineman coming back for next year. That's the only holes I see in a returning Michigan team right now. Eno Etta, he's a junior. He was getting his ass blew up yesterday. He got to get more physical. He was getting blew the fuck up. So, yeah, man. Michigan takes an L, 27-9. Everybody need to fucking relax, man. Relax. Ain't no fucking fire Sherrod Moore. None of that bullshit, man. We took a motherfucking L. We had a lot of motherfuckers hurt. We had one coach made a decision to go for touchdowns and steady field goals. And we had one coach did. Okay. Let's move the fuck on. Nate Marshall, man. Let's see, can we develop that guy? Bennett. We got some players I like on the edge. We go just have to get some damn inside pass rushers, and we can run it back. Let's, 3 catches, 40 yards, and 35 yards. That's that's his Jeremiah Smith stats. Of course, nothing matter but the dub. So, but shout out, shout out to the whole defense, man. Shout out to the secondary, bro. For real. Like I said, 35-yard touchdown pass, 50-yard touchdown pass to take. The rest of the game, them boys is locked in. We just needed a little fucking help for the fucking interior D line. Just a little bit. Just a fucking little bit. We was that close. Damn, we was that close. Okay. Before I get out of this, it is one thing I gotta bring up. I don't give a fuck. Somebody gotta be like, hey man, this dude ain't get a pass yet. Andrew fucking Marsh. Somebody gotta be on that motherfucking sideline yelling. He hasn't. I don't give a fuck. Throw the interception. Force that motherfucker to him. This dude's a fucking playmaker. This dude's a fucking playmaker. Unlike McCauley, you're not going to just jam this dude up. It was one play. Like I say, the difference in this game was one quarterback made the 2 plays, the deep ball to Tate and the pass to Smith. And the other guy in Bryce Underwood, fucking Andrew Marsh is streaking down the center of the field. And he put his hand up. And it was one of those plays where Bryce Underwood just didn't trust his lineman, which didn't do bad. It's just the small mistakes. Blake Frazier, true freshman tackle. Coach Chip Lindsey, this the things we got to look at when we say, oh, we need an offensive coordinator. No, Lindsey called a hell of a game. The screen pass, I believe it was on 3rd down, and where Blake Frazier just being young, and he I guess he thought he was pass blocking and got beat. And so instead he turned upfield. It's a screen. In his mind, he got beat and his quarterback is finna get fucked up. He turns around and like, oh shit, it's a screen. It was too late. It was too late. God damn. So once again, Blake Frazier, true freshman. I can live with that. I can live with that, but I cannot live with Andrew Marsh not getting not one fucking target. He should have had an attitude on that sideline. He should have been pissed off. It should have been video like apparently Andrew Marsh is yelling, throwing his helmet. This dude is a fucking superstar. He don't get one target. So we right there. We're a young team. We took an L this year. Go back, get ready for next year. We have a lot of great pieces. You know, Michigan, one of those top tier teams where we just 1 or 2 pieces away. Outside of injuries, we just 1 or 2 pieces away. maybe D tackle, left guard. My man leaving, the left guard leaving, but the whole offensive line is coming back after that. After Nahadi, he's the only player that's going to be leaving. Damn. Maybe Greg Crippin has another year left, but that offensive line is young. But once again, I believe the coaches did a hell of a good job. It just, when you put that much on your offensive freshmen against a team like that, this is what happens. So, not gonna pile on. I took an L. Gotta have this gay ass fucking sign in the back of my on my couch, but I'm pretty excited, man. I'm pretty excited. I think there's been a lot of people saying, well, we shouldn't even schedule the Oklahomas and the. Man, what the fuck are y'all talking about, bro? You want those big games. That's why you go to these schools. You want to play Oklahoma. You want to play Texas. You want to play Bama. So, yes, we took an L, but we have a young core coming back next year that I believe is going to be one of the top 10 teams in the nation next year. There's a lot of coaches going places. There's going to be a lot of young talent. We don't need to go after some old. D tackle is one of those positions where you got to get them young. Sophomore, junior. Somebody that was a good ass freshman. If he's 23 years old and he's 24 years old still in college, it's a reason. I'm sorry. It's a reason. Now, offensive line, receivers, you can find some older guys who can come in and help your program. But no, interior D line, it's only so much raw talent out there. By the time you turn 4th year, 5th year player, you already drafted. So this ain't basketball where, I'm getting NIL money here instead of being a late pick. No, if you raw talent, you go into the league. So fix the interior D line. Let's give Bryce Underwood a chance to grow and get ready for next year's team. I'm excited to see Andrew Marsh. I'm excited to see the young running backs come back. Hopefully, Justin Hayes come back. I believe Kuzdahl probably gets some NIL money somewhere. He's a walk-on, so somebody's going to give him a chance. He got a little tape now, but we got hopefully the young boy coming still, top running back in the nation, and we build off this shit. And we build off of this. And we use this to go into the shoe, which I will be there. Guarantee I will be there, Lord willing. We go into the shoe and fuck what Ryan Day talking about. We go punt the flag on they shit. Fuck them. Go motherfucking blue.